Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. And today I'm taking part in the Stamping Around the World video hop. So there will be a list of everyone else taking part in the description. Please do check them all out. Our theme for this month is insects. So I have chosen a butterfly and used it in a little bit of a different way. I've used the Sketched Butterflies stamp set and the coordinating dies. I've got one of them out here already. And I also used Grassy Grove, this bit here, to do this. So in this version, the way I did it was I had a mask of the butterfly and I added my yellow ink around and about there so that I knew that I had a darker concentration around the actual image and faded out a little bit. And then on a piece of basic white card, I did some ink blending with Granny Apple Green and Azure Afternoon, and then stamped that image from Grassy Grove with basic grey, and then I used my die to cut that out and stuck that on and did my sentiment. So we do have that little layer there that is stuck on. So this time I'm going to try something a little bit different and see if I can do the blending around about the butterfly, but the butterfly actually on the one layer of card. So I will be using Stampin' Up's masking paper. I have already gone ahead and die cut. Let me get some of this out of the way and then I can leave my cards there. So I've already gone ahead and die cut that butterfly on the masking paper. And I've got Granny Apple Green for my card base, and I've got two pieces, as I forgot to tell you, I did add a little butterfly on the inside of this one as well. I will need to remember to do that. So I've got that for my card base, and this is going to be my layer. So first things first is I'm going to use my butterfly mask to do the yellow inking, and I'm just going to use the one I had before. I will use this bit later. Okay, so I've got Daffodil Delight and I've just got a small blending brush here, starting on my mask. And giving it a kind of halo effect, if you like, around about it. And then once I've done that, we can get on and do, ooh, I forgot to do, that's not great, Heather. That's what not to do. So if I start on my mask and work my way off, any blobs of ink that I've picked up will be on the mask and not on my card. So I'm going to have to add a little bit more to try and camouflage that in. Right, I think that will do for that, and we'll get on to the next stage. I am peeling off this. Oh, isn't it amazing? It didn't look like an awful lot of ink until you try and peel it off. Let me just use my Take Your Pick tool. on those little bits there. Now, if you find that your mask is sticking, then adding a little bit of heat, so that looks better now, adding a little bit of heat will help that. So now what I want to do is make sure that I line that up there. But I need to take the backing off my masking paper. Okay. And then what I will do is try and take some of the sticky off it. Probably shouldn't have done it on the paper here. Stick it down and peel it back up again. And hopefully that will take off some of the sticky. And it won't stick too firmly to my card layer or to itself. But I do need to be a little bit more gentle around about the top there, because I don't want to rip off any of the little bits of the antenna, etc. Right, so let's put this back down and let's maneuver this. Nope, that wasn't quite right. Oh, my other version's so much easier than this. So if you don't mind doing an extra layer, then do it the way I suggested originally. Let's see, let me get that there. It doesn't have to be superbly perfect, but I do like things to be right. So I will get there. Just take a little bit extra time to do this stage. Not too precise, but it might be good enough. It'll have to be good enough. I don't want to be here all night filming this for you. Right, so I'm smoothing that down to make sure that I've got my edges okay. So you can see a little bit of the yellow there, which means there probably will be a little bit white there. We might have to tidy that up later. Right, so I've got my blue, which as I said is Azure Afternoon, and I'm going to add that ink blending to the top on here, and it might take a little while to get. Oh, that's basic grey. Dearie me. Oh, I did think it looks very dull. Let's see if I can get that off there and cover that up. Let's add loads. That's so much better. So much better. I'll probably need to give it an extra coat or two to make it a little bit shinier at that side. Note to self, make sure you've got the right ink pad for the right piece of the process. Right, I will fast forward you through this process of slowly building that ink up, because obviously it's easier to add it in layers than take any off. So I'll do the blue, then I'll do the Granny Apple Green on top, and then I will stamp over with basic grey. So I am now trying to remove this mask, and I'm taking it slowly because I do not want to take off any of the card underneath there. And as I said earlier, if you do feel that it is getting stuck, then just add a little bit of heat. With your heat tool, and it will come away a lot easier. And I don't mind if I rip that, because I'm unlikely to use that again because I've curled up. And now I have got just the tiniest little bit there that I haven't quite had my mask in place properly, so I'm going to see if I can camouflage that with my Stampin' Blend. So I've gone with light just to fill in a couple of little gaps there. So that was a little bit. And I could actually put the mask back on and add a little bit more ink blending if I wanted to, but I'm going to go with it like that. I'm not quite sure what happened there, how I managed to get such a concentration of blue there, but I quite like it now actually. So this one we've got layered up, this one isn't. I can't actually decide which I prefer. That's certainly easier to do. Right, so I need to stamp my sentiment. It is also from Sketched Butterflies. And again, I'm going to use Azure Afternoon. I'm just going to check that I've got this straight on the block. Not bad. And then straighten up my piece of card and yay. And as I mentioned, I had stamped a little butterfly in the corner on the inside, so let's just do that again. And you can decide which one you want to ink up. I think I used that one the last time because it was easy. And got that on there. And I'm just going to use the leftover ink to add just a little bit on there as well. Cute! Card base, this needs to go inside. And then that goes on top, and then we can add just some little gems, and then we will be done. And then you can go around, go into the description for this video. You'll see a link to my blog post for this and to the products that I have used. But more importantly, you'll see a list of other Stampin' Up demonstrators taking part in this Stamping Around the World video hop with the theme of insects. I predict you might get some other butterflies. Here we go. Right, and gems. I did have a packet of gems here. What have you done with them, Heather? There they are. You put a stamp set on top. Here we go. Some iridescent pearls, and I did have my Take Your Pick tool, didn't I? Because I used it to try and get my mask off. Well, never mind. Ah, there it is. Covered that up with a card. Right. I'm just going to add 1, 2, 3 of these lovely, yeah, we'll go the other side this time, gems, and there we have it. I have 2 masked sketched butterflies cards with a lovely little scene inside, and I hope you like them both. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. If you're new to my channel, please do click on the subscribe button, click the bell and get notification the next time I upload a tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, take care. Bye bye.